exciting. I mean, that's what you want to do, whether it's with a new team or a team you've been with. So, it's why you play. It's why you train in the off season. It's where your focus is the whole year, is trying to give yourself a chance in the playoffs, and to get that opportunity is great. And hopefully we can take advantage of it and play well and get a win.
How transformative was he all year in terms of setting up that defense the way that you guys wanted it and the way it's been all season?
Yeah, he was huge. I mean, he can do it on both sides of the ball, which is why he's been such a great player. He made so many great plays on defense and drove in a lot of runs, had some big hits for us, and just, was great for us overall.
I guess when Mike Schill was in here earlier, he talked about the lineup construction and how he really liked the length of this lineup. Harrison, with your and Tyler's September surges that were really symbolic in that 17-game winning streak, how do you feel like the length of the lineup will benefit you guys tonight?
I think Gold had a pretty good September too. No, I mean, Schulte's had run a good lineup out there. We had a lot of success in September, like you mentioned. So, I think the lineup is very versatile, and we have the ability to do a lot of things, whether it's, play for a run or, hit a home run, whatever it might be. I think the length, like you mentioned, will be beneficial for us tonight.
Paul, same thing. What are you seeing from the lineup as someone who's, bats up at number 2, how the lineup complements each other throughout the batting order?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about a lot about the year, but I think one of our strengths is the depth of our team in all parts. Our starting pitching, the bullpen, and then, of course, the lineup as well. And, if we're going to win, it's going to take, a good effort from all of us, and that's what it was all year. There wasn't 1 or 2 guys carrying us. There was big hits, 1 through 9 throughout the lineup, all trying to do our job, and that's what we'll take tonight as well.
Thanks, guys.
Very cool. Tyler, we talked to shortstops and second basemen a lot about the chemistry that they have, the choreography that they get by playing a lot. How is that for you guys in the outfield? How do you play left field off of how Harrison plays center? And then if Harrison could call, how do you kind of see those 3 guys working together to cover that?
That's a good question. I think this is really the first year that we've been able to play together collectively, consistently, and we're only going to get more comfortable out there too. We all trust our abilities. We're great outfielders out there. We're a great unit. We communicate well, hit the right bases, hit the cutoff man, do all the right little things. So, we're just going to keep doing that, keep training hard.
Yeah, I think Tyler said it best. The unit, the word unit stands out. The most important thing is being each other's eyes. Especially as an outfielder, working together, pre-pitch, understanding what our pitcher's trying to do to the batter, Yachty and everything. So, being a collective unit out there is really important. We move together. We have each other's backs to prevent, extra base hits when balls are hitting the gap. So, when you have a unit like that working together, it's a pretty good force. So.
That's why I wondered, Tyler, if it allows you to be a little bit more aggressive, maybe like aggressive toward the line or aggressive on singles.
For sure. I mean, Harry's got some of the best range I've ever seen out in center. So, I know I can shade a little more towards the line if I have to, especially in certain scenarios. It all depends on the hitter. We do our research, and we got good defensive analytics to make sure we're in the right spot and stuff. So, just playing the game, reading swings, and trusting our instincts.
Very good, Simona.
Tyler, could you describe your approach and how you look at a matchup against Max Scherzer? Do you look at him just as another pitcher? Do you hold him in awe? How do you handle this?
Yeah, I mean, we're competitors, obviously. So, we obviously know that Max is a good arm. We got to bring our A game today, and to stay on the plate is going to be key. So, obviously, getting a good pitch to hit is step 1. So, being able to execute a good swing off that is what's going to, that's how we're going to try and do it today.
Paul, you know very well Adam. How is he in these high pressure games?
Wainwright?
Yes.
Hopefully it'll be great. I mean, he's got a lot of experience doing it, closed out the World Series, NLCS. He's been in every situation possible, so we'll definitely lean on him. He's carried us this year. He's been great. We had a lot of, times where we had lost a few games in a row, and he had stepped up and competed out there. And I think, you feel that, as an offense, that he's out there, and you want to go out there and play well for him, play good D. So he's great out there, and we're happy to have him on the mound.
Paul, so as someone who played in the NL West for as long as you did and played here as much as you did and had as much success here as you did, I'm just wondering, is that present in your mind at all for a game like this? Is that something that, you maybe talked about with Nolan Arenado, who it's sort of a similar situation for?
I mean, I think I have a lot of memories playing here. Some of them are good and some are bad. So you don't know what's going to happen. Today's such a unique day, one game playoff, wild card game. We're on different teams now, but I know the atmosphere here is going to be great. There's going to be a ton of fans. It's going to be really loud. And you even saw that, with Boston and New York last night. It's really cool. And I think, that's what we're excited for. That's what you want to play, those mundane games where there's maybe not many fans out there, this is a little easier to get ready for and something we enjoy. And, the crowd is going to be loud. They're going to be part of the game and, try to use that to our advantage.
Paul, you've been taking some ground with Juan at first base. He said he's tried to soak up a little bit from you. Just how do you bridge a guy into his first big league call-up in a game like this?
I don't know. I couldn't imagine being in that spot. So, I'm sure he's been playing well this year, prepared. And I think, I just remember getting called up. We were in the playoff race, when I was in Arizona. We were a couple games back at San Fran, who was the defending champs, and we actually got to play in the playoffs that year. So, for me, it was just trying to do the same things I did in the minor leagues and not make the moment bigger than it is. I think those truths still hold true now, even, going from the regular season to the postseason, but it's even, bigger as a rookie or a guy who hasn't even played in the big leagues. So, I think that was the key and something I was just trying to work on every day was to just kind of continue what I had done in the minor leagues and not try to do something different. And, was able to have some success. There's going to be struggles too, because just the guys are really good. The pitchers are good and stuff like that. So I know he'll be prepared and be ready to go.
Sir? Harrison, you mentioned the September that Paul had in addition to y'all. Yesterday, Nolan was in here and said it was time to get like an MVP chant going for Paul. Can you describe what he brought to? I know he's sitting right here, so maybe it's moving on.
Could you put the mic, talking to the mic? Very close.
Can you describe kind of what he brought, and maybe especially when you guys were kind of looking for the identity of the team, what he did for y'all?
Yeah, I know Goldie doesn't like stuff like this, so bear with me, Goldie. No, we've been fortunate enough to be with Goldie for a couple of years now. The biggest thing that was told to us before we walked in the clubhouse in spring training was the notion of leadership, and it's easy to talk about leaders. It's easy to, imagine what a leader might be in a clubhouse. But to work with one every single day on the field, away from the field, to just truly experience what that is, that's what Goldie is through and through. So, even if he didn't have his best September or as good of a September as he did, the guy is still a leader, top to bottom every single day. Just someone you rely on, you lean on, especially when, you're kind of grabbing your bat and you're leading an inning off and it's a pitcher you might not necessarily know too much about. He's just prepared so well. He's been there. And even if he sometimes doesn't really know what he's talking about, it definitely sounds like he does, so it gives me confidence. But no, I have a running joke, and it's like, Goldie, our savior. And, it's true because the guy is just rocks and just nails. And, you can't ask for anything more out of a teammate, out of a person that you, work with every day. So yeah, the September that Goldie had was definitely something fun to be part of.
Thanks.
Any last questions from the players?
Paul, do you agree with that?
I don't know. Yeah, I just want to try to do my job. I think that's where the focus is. And, we got a bunch of good leaders in this clubhouse. I think Yadi and Waino, and, but they give guys the freedom to be who they are, and all of us are different. And, it's taken a collective group. I definitely just try to do my job and help where I can and learn from these guys and learn from everyone too. So it doesn't really change too much. And I'd say hopefully we'll go out there and play well.